During a discussion about what they would put on their bucket list, one of the girls says one thing: sex.
Wait a minute. Time out. Time out. Wait, whoa, whoa,
Shut
whoa,
it
whoa,
up.
whoa.
Yo.
Welcome back to another installment of the Insomniacs Anime Podcast, and we are joined with Anime Mob. And today we're going to be getting into the Crunchyroll nomination awards as like the warm-up. And these nominations are interesting, to say the least.
Some are good, some are not so good.
Like, some of them are very, very questionable. So maybe you guys can join us on this journey and let us know what you think.
True. So we ready to bring it up?
Yeah, bring it up to the screen.
Let's do
You
it.
can look at the past winners also.
So I feel like we should save Anime of the Year for last.
Anime of the Year for last?
Yeah, let's say that for
Protagonist
last.
right now?
Yeah, let's go protagonist.
Let's do protagonist. So, here we go.
Okay.
I actually haven't looked at this list, so this will be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so first one is, so we're skipping anime.
Yeah, we're
Best
Anime of the
protagonist.
Year
That's
last.
protagonist.
That's protagonist.
Alright.
This is an interesting list.
See, this is not so bad.
So, let's read it out. So, we got Emma from Promised Neverland. We got Saitama from One Punch Man Season 2. Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. Yakimaru from Dororo. Senku from Dr. Stone. And Toru.
Toru Honda.
I don't know.
Fruits
From
Basket.
Fruits Basket.
I don't know how to
I'm surprised Saitama made this
I'm
list.
surprised Yakimaru made this list.
I didn't think Dororo was going to get any recognition, so I'm surprised as well. I'm glad Promised Neverland is on here. I'm not too surprised Senku's on this. I didn't really think he was like that much of a great MC for this season. Like
Yeah.
he's still
a
like
good normie MC though.
yeah, like he's cool, like he's funny, he has like a good like energy about him like as a character, I guess.
The show's really
But
blown up, so I would say that's probably what.
yeah, the show did blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Especially for all the hype going into it with, I think, was it Crunchyroll that gave it an award?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
so then I guess that makes sense.
Was it? Yeah.
I think.
I thought it was some.
I thought it was like a big anime thing, but Crunchyroll like backed it.
Okay, that's probably what it was. So it makes sense that they made it on this. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like for this, I'm gonna vote Hyakimaru.
Yakimaru. What about?
Like
Yakimaru,
Tanjiro, like it's between
but
Tanjiro and Hyakimaru
the
for
thing
me.
with Yakimaru is it's like it takes a while for him to progress because it's like obviously. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna spoil
Is
it,
he
but
pretty
like
much just Thorfinn?
he's
Like the way he acts.
no, because he's the focus. It's just because of things that happen in the anime, you know, builds up that you don't really see him develop much until the end.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
There's
even
like a
then
weird
you
pacing.
even then you barely see him like develop. He's just kind of like there, like maybe Goblin and Goblin Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like Tanjiro, you interact with him and you see his progression of how he fights and everything and training and his dedication, and you actually see him more as a character than anything.
Okay.
That's true.
Compared to Hyakimaru.
That's true. That is a pretty strong case. Yeah, I feel like I have to go to Tanjiro then
Same,
after that.
Tanjiro.
You can't really, yeah, you can't really beat that
Yeah.
argument. Oh yeah, definitely. But then again, I feel like they really split that, I guess, screen time or like character development with Emma,
Yeah.
Norman, and Ray.
Yeah.
Like they split it pretty evenly with the three. It wasn't like a huge
That's true.
focus
Yeah.
on just her.
Alright. Guy calls very quiet.
I would vote for.
Thanks for
Thompson.
telling me, Andy. Let me know how he sounds now. I just turned him up.
I would definitely vote for Honda on that one.
With
There's another
from
one to
Fruits
watch.
Basket.
No one else here is watching this.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay. So next up, best antagonist, which we have. Oh, I'm butchering this. Magaze from Babylon. We have Askeladd from Vinland Saga. Isabel from Promised Neverland. Angela from Carol and Tuesday. Garo from One Punch Man Season 2. And Overhaul from My Hero Academia Season 4.
Hands down, Askeladd.
Ascalad.
Yeah.
Come on.
Garo's good too, though. Isabel.
But, like,
this
the thing
like
is-
a lot of these are good.
But
That's true.
with
That's
also
true.
one thing that I forgot to mention with like the best protagonist was I feel like Garo was the main focus of like the MC sort of thing rather than almost like an Askeladd for Vinland
Yeah,
Saga.
Same.
for season 2 of One Punch Man, so I thought that was kind of weird that Saitama got a vote. But for this one, I'm voting Askeladd. I think, yeah.
Yeah, he was. I would almost call him like an
He was a very
anti-hero
well-written
kind of
character.
Yeah.
too. But he's like the main character of Vinland, and he's so good.
I mean, of course, these are just
Garo's
opinions,
good too.
but yeah, like by definition, it should be Garo.
But it's like, Garo, it's like, yeah, I guess if we're going by definition, like,
it should be Garo.
Garo
Or Overhaul.
But Isabella too.
But we can't. We'll get into spoilers.
Well, see, because it's best antagonist, not best villain necessarily.
Yeah,
that's fair.
So I guess
if it was best villain, I wouldn't pick Askeladd because he's not really a villain.
no. But I guess for this, I would want to say, I'd still want to say Askeladd, because Garo wasn't like a huge anti like. Well, I mean, if he was against heroes, but it wasn't like he was strictly gunning for Saitama, rather than like Askeladd.
Just whoever's strong.
Yeah, just whoever is a hero that he deems worthy for him to fight.
Askeladd was like, never mind, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna get into spoilers.
Yeah,
but
I guess if you know, you know.
But he like his goals and stuff are like pretty nuts too.
Yeah.
Pretty antagonistic.
Mm-hmm. So for me,
But Overhaul though is a good antagonist too. It's just the thing with My Hero that we've always had is like the villains are very well developed.
I feel like the thing that made Overhaul such a crazy villain was the wow factor that they, from the moment season 4 started.
Yeah.
It's just, you're just like, what the hell is that? Someone just died. Like, he literally is just gone. And like, what is his quirk? Like, it's just all these thoughts running through your head about this guy.
I
Overhaul.
would call it the Dio factor, where just something fucked up just happens, and you're like, that's a villain. Because as soon as Dio came out in the first season of JoJo, hopped out of the carriage, he's already.
Oh, okay. You're talking about
he's
season
already. Part one. He was already a dick,
Mm.
and then what he did with Jonathan's dog, you're like, okay, this guy's an asshole. All right. Same thing with Overhaul.
But, yeah.
It's kind of just like, you're like, okay, he's the villain. He just killed someone.
I feel like with Dio though, it was more like Dio continuously did like a bunch of bad things to like go against Jonathan.
I know that.
Like,
I'm not saying they're
Overhaul,
the same.
He
I'm
was
just saying, like, I'm calling
okay.
it. I'm calling
I thought
it,
that
like,
you were saying they're saying.
What did I call the?
Just like the wow factor.
Like it's
same
just
thing.
like
Yeah,
the Dio factor, where he just kind of pops out. This guy's an asshole. He just kills.
Does
something crazy. Takes everyone like off their guard. So.
Right. I mean, Overhaul's a strong case. Garo's a strong case, but for me, it's Askeladd.
For sure.
I would go Askeladd.
Okay.
I agree. So, obviously, if you have your opinions or any you don't agree with us, you can obviously say it in the chat and we'll discuss it further, or you can hit us up on any of our accounts and we'll also talk to you about it as well.
Right.
So now we go to
Best boy.
Best boy. Oh my gosh.
I already.
Why is that?
I already know.
Why is
I
that
already made my
thing?
choice.
Kanata.
Yep, Kanata.
Yeah.
Kanata.
Wait, but
Wait, we gotta list. We gotta
Mondo,
wait. We gotta list them out.
Mondo.
We gotta list it out.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So we got Bruno Bucciarati from JoJo
Don't know
Part
why.
5. We have Kanata from Astro Lost in Space. Most underrated show of this year. Just saying. Or I guess, yeah, still. And then we have Mob from Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. Yakimara from Dororo. Naruto Machio from How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift. And Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. Yeah. So this is a pretty strong lineup we got here.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's stacked.
yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't count Hyakimaru for like best boy per se. I feel like there's
I feel like
other better characters
I
that
feel
could have
like-
chosen.
Yeah, Hayakimara does not.
Because he didn't do very best boy like things. So, without getting into spoilers. So, like, I feel like the true contenders is Tanjiro, Mob, Kanata.
I don't even think Bruno was like best boy.
I would have put Mista.
Because when I think like best boy, I don't think of like a badass. Like,
Yeah.
you know what
That's
I'm saying?
true.
Yeah.
Like, main character, kind of. Or
Yeah.
side character, yeah, Bruno, top. But best boy,
It's between those
that's
three.
not, at least
I would have
that's-
rather they put Inosuke on this instead of Tanjiro.
I would agree because Inosuke is pretty.
We haven't
Inosuke's
seen too much of it.
Yeah, but Inosuke isn't like Mob or Kanata. Even like Tanjiro is a better best boy character from Demon Slayer.
My boy's Zenitsu though.
He's a perv. What do you
He
mean?
was, too.
Yeah,
For me, what
Yeah.
do you say?
he says Zenitsu.
Zenitsu.
Yeah,
What
But-
about-
Zenitsu's not a perv.
you're not. And remember
Oh,
when they
he-
first met him, he was crying because that girl wouldn't. marry
Okay,
him?
yeah, that's different. That's not like him peeping into the girl's
He's a
bath.
simp. He's
Okay.
a simp.
He's just upset.
He's just
Okay,
desperate.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
thirsty.
Okay, yeah,
he's
you're
a-
right.
yeah, he's
Bad
a
word
thirsty boy.
choice. That was bad word choice by me. Yeah,
Crunchyroll, we're thirsty boy.
I think Mom.
I would. I'm gonna
Mom's
go
innocent.
Kanata.
He's just chilling.
Nah, I gotta go
Kanata.
Kanata.
But
Because the way that he brought everyone together on the ship and was
Yeah.
like the
Okay,
leader and
yeah,
how
you're right.
funny and
Kanata
likable he
is
was, I think it's Kanata.
okay.
Even I might be a little biased,
Also,
but
like ending of the show, like spoilers for Astro, by the way. So 3, 2. Dude straight up was piping Aries at the end of the show. So
Hey, you're right. You're right.
yeah, you're not wrong.
just saying.
Like, yeah, just even the way that they ended it off with them like going back into space.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, it was nice. It was
Yeah,
nice.
he did bring even like the way he brought the traitor in the bed and like
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
So I think it has to be.
I really,
Kanata.
I
Next
really
one
didn't
is
see
the one.
Kanata writing a book at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
was-
that was interesting to say the least.
True.
But yeah, what's the
Now
next one?
we're rolling into best girl.
This one is tough.
You would say that.
It is.
Raptalia.
Okay, so
Ooh.
This is a strong list. This is a strong list.
Okay, so we got Carol from Carol and Tuesday, Emma from The Promised Neverland, Nezuko from Demon Slayer, Chika from Kaguya-sama Love is War, Kohaku from Dr. Stone, and Raftalia from Rising of the Shield Hero. And the first two are like, I guess not the first two, but like, so Carol and Chika, I have no idea.
I have
don't
no
know who
idea
they are.
either. I never watched the shows. I only
Oh,
know
you wanna
the
help us out on this
Chica.
one?
Carol.
I only know the
Carol's-
Chica girl
Carol's
from
a
like the
good-
Chica
good
dance
character,
or
but
whatever.
She's the weakest link on here.
Okay.
Okay.
Chica's pretty strong choice, I would say.
I know she's supposed to be like the funny.
She's part of the she's part of the comedy relief, and there's just some things she does in the show that you're like, you serious right now? So,
But
show you a clip afterwards.
I feel like I feel like it comes down to two in this one, and it's between Nezuko and Raftalia.
Yeah.
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 Raptalia though. That's the.
I would probably go.
I would
probably
say
go
I would
Raftalia.
say
Yeah.
Raftalia just based off of we have a lot more development from
She
her.
she actually
Crazy
spoke,
development.
Whereas like Nezuko is like ball gagged the whole time. And, like there's spans of like 4 or 5 episodes you don't even see her.
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel like I feel like the fandom is just gonna ruin it and just say Nezuko for this one once they actually announce the
does
awards.
boy have a different meaning for anime stuff, or do they literally mean best male character? They basically mean best male character.
Yeah, pretty much.
When it refers to best boy, best girl, it's like best male character, best girl character.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think we all are unanimous about
Yeah.
Raftalia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Hey,
you
I
go.
called it earlier this year. So
You
Raftalia
did.
went
You
for the
did.
year,
You
so.
did. I remember.
What we got next? Best director? Oh, I'm not gonna know this, bruh.
Well, I mean, but just the way that they
Just, yeah,
took
the
care
way
of
the
the
show was
season.
handled.
Yeah.
So
True.
I'm saying Attack on
Yeah.
Attack on Titan. So we got Attack on Titan season 3, Carol and Tuesday, Sarazanai. I don't know.
Don't even know what that
I
is.
probably said that
I
wrong.
have no idea what
Babylon,
that is.
Mob Psycho 100 season 2, and Vinland Saga.
Mm.
So
Attack on Titan.
Okay, so obviously, I don't think any of us have seen the Sarah's on my and the Babylon show, so we're gonna have to get rid of those.
Unfortunately, goodbye.
And I think you're the only one that saw Carol and Tuesday,
Yeah.
right, Mom? Do you think this is a contender on like Vinland Saga level
Oh,
and like Attack on Titan?
like the animation was good in the way they did things, but I don't know why. I'm not too sure why it's
Okay.
at the moment.
So then we got Attack on Titan season 3, Mob Psycho 102, and Vinland Saga left. Mob Psycho 102 was so amazing.
It was a great season.
Vinland Saga, of course, so amazing.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan season 3
was amazing.
changed the fandom.
But is it season 3 part 2? Or
No, it's just all of season 3.
Because all of season 3 as a whole is pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. I think just for the way everything was handled and the way that they handled, like they took it from the source material, I would say Attack on Titan.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
But
there's anything else.
Is this a close second, or do you think Attack on Titan takes this by a way?
Close second,
I
Vinland.
think
Close
second, Vinland. I would say Vinland and Mob Psycho are kind of tied because like Mob Psycho 2 was handled.
I
really
didn't
well.
like the ending as much.
As the fights and
The fights were amazing.
build up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ending was meh, but it was like
That's why.
it's. I guess it was a different one ending for a season because it actually left like big cliffhanger, kind of, or like it left us without any information. Whereas like, I feel like season 1 of Mob and season 1 of One Punch were ended pretty.
Safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
put Vinland Saga above Mob Psycho 2, just because it had a good ending and we were all okay with it and we were okay with the entire show. Mob Psycho 2 was really good, had a really good build up, and then when it got to the ending, it was like meh. The fight was cool. The
Yeah.
fight was
I agree.
cool.
But it's
But-
set up. Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
And I think the way that so then if we bring it down to Vinland Saga and just Attack on Titan, the way Attack on Titan handled character development, specifically I want to say around Eren and Erwin and Armin. So I think out of those three
And
characters,
and
probably
Historia. And
Okay, yeah,
Historia.
actually, yeah,
And
Levi.
Historia.
yeah.
Historia.
Historia too.
Well, I
yeah.
thought
She was more
she was
season
more
2,
yeah she was more
wasn't
season 2.
She was
Season
season
also.
3.
I guess yeah, because
Oh no yeah part one.
Part one. Remember,
So then
small
that's
season.
a strong group of
I'm
characters
actually
that had a
surprised
good
she's not
amount.
the best girl.
That is a good point. She could be a good contender, but I would say that's a pretty strong set of characters rather than from like Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
It was just more so Askeladd, Canute, Thorkel.
I would definitely say Askeladd was a big carry in.
Canute helped.
Yeah.
Canute helped bring it home, though.
Canute helped with his
And
he did help bring it
there
home.
was like very subtle Thorkel stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was like if you actually paid attention, you could see it, which was pretty cool too. But it was mostly Canute Askeladd for sure.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say Thorfinn had very much
Yeah, not
at
really.
all.
Nah.
So I think, I mean, besides character development, then the way fight scenes were handled, action scenes, obviously that goes for Attack on Titan. And then,
No, fight scenes, I'd give it to Mob Psycho.
well, we're just saying between Vinland Saga and Attack on Titan.
That's fair.
But I think this is a landslide.
Attack on Titan for sure.
Yeah, I think this needs to be a landslide when it comes down to the awards. And whenever they announce them, I'm specifically saying. But
I don't know if it's just because I've been watching a lot more monthly animes, but I feel like last year's there was like nothing I knew of in the voting. Like there was like maybe one anime. Like there were sections where I would just have to
past
vote.
winners, so.
Like there was like sections where I would just have to vote for the only one that I've heard of. Where this year I know like all of them,
yeah,
which is kind of nice actually for once. All right, best animation. Ooh, I'm actually
this is
interested to
gonna
see
be
what's in
rough.
here.
I already know the
Yeah.
answer. Come on, we all know it.
Wait. JoJo Part 5 isn't on here.
Oh yeah.
How?
What? What's not?
JoJo Part 5 was.
I know, that's
yeah,
what I
see.
said.
That's what Ari
Yeah.
and I were saying the other day.
Yeah. So okay, so let's what we got.
This
So we
is
got
tough.
Attack on Titan season 3, Demon Slayer, Fate Grand Order, Absolute Demonic Front, Babylonia, Mob Psycho 100 season 2, Sarah Zanmai, and Vinland Saga. I'm surprised Vinland Saga's on here.
No, the animation was really clean for
Fights
fight
were
scenes.
pretty
Very
good
clean.
though.
They were good, but there's better.
But there's Attack on Titan.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that people didn't. No one was upset that Fire Force isn't on here.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
pretty good
holy
animation.
shit.
And Fire Force is done by
And
the same
JoJo.
studio that
And
did JoJo.
What is
Seven
that
Deadly
show?
Sins
Okay.
season 4.
Wait, David Productions did Seven Deadly Sins?
No, I'm surprised 7 Deadly Sins season 4 isn't on here. Because that was
Oh, you're trolling.
that was amazing.
Oh yeah, I bet, dude, for sure.
So I have a few things to say. So Attack on Titan season 3, crazy fighting animations. Mob Psycho 102 was
Just
just
everything.
very
Every-
interesting,
yeah.
cool color palettes, just way different.
It looked good too.
Looked good. The fights were cool, and then Demon Slayer is just super unique and really.
It's
more,
the clearest.
You can tell like thick lines
The
and
clearest.
stuff.
The one thing I hate about shows like Attack on Titan, Mob Psycho, is that when there's really good animation, there's really clean scenes, they dim it for some reason. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Wait, dim it in
They
both
dim the
shows?
brightness, like in the fight scenes, like when there's like a big like explosion of color, they sometimes dim it, like they did in the My Hero episode recently.
Oh,
When they do high
yeah,
speed,
on like that
when
punch
they do
he
high
landed.
speed movements and they do like explosions of color, they dim the brightness. Demon Slayer is the only one that has clean color and brightness the entire show.
Yeah,
Never
I would say
noticed
the
that.
strongest. Obviously, I think everyone's going to say the strongest point was episode 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, one episode though versus the entire show.
The entire show.
Okay, Attack on
So-
Titan was not the entire show. Good animation though. It was just the fights.
Well, no, we're just saying that we're not going about one episode. We're going over the entire
Yeah,
show
but-
for animation.
Yeah.
The best animation is about the whole show as a whole, not just one episode.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
for
we
sure.
also have the
But, like,
Zenitsu, like 2 Zenitsu good scenes.
Right, I'm saying episode 19 should not be the only factor. For Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause there's a lot of good fights. Even the Muzen thing with like the
Oh,
like,
Oh yeah,
The rotating
that,
moon
yeah,
things,
was.
that was nuts. And the way they used CGI was really nice because you couldn't really tell.
Ufotable always good.
'Cause,
at
like,
CGI.
There would be like the one I always think about is like episode 2, I think, when Tanjiro is training. And like it shows like a first person view of him running through the forest and it's CGI, but you can't really tell. And they like switch between CGI and drawn really fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. It's hard though because there's like Levi Kenny, there's the Beast Titan, obviously. There's like a bunch of fight scenes just in general with the like
Or
Colossal
even
Titan
them
in
versus the
armor.
armor Titan.
Yeah.
That was a really.
There's
good
just a
fight,
lot
too.
Yeah.
of crazy
And in part one,
animated
yeah, when
scenes.
about the, I guess without getting to spoilers, Historia's dad, when he kind of popped off and was going towards the walls, like that was just that was
Is that
crazy.
season 2 part 1?
Yeah, that was part
Was it
one.
really?
That was the end of part one.
Oh,
Yeah. So I mean, all right. So what are we? So we're eliminating Sarah's on my and Fake Grand Order
And
right now.
Vinland Saga.
So
and
Vinland.
Finland.
and Vinland. So then we have Mob Psycho, Demon Slayer, and Attack on Titan left.
I already know. I already have.
So
my
what-
vote. I already have my vote.
I thought Mob Psycho was really good, but I love how Demon Slayer
Yeah.
looks, but
Mhm.
Attack on Titan is so clean.
I would say. I
just-
personally would say Demon Slayer is the cleanest. Just I don't know. Just looking at the show, it just looks nice in general.
Yeah. And the thing too is that like Mob Psycho was good for like everything.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah.
everything looked good. Like there wasn't one thing like animation where I was like, they could have done better about
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
Rather than like obviously there was moments in Attack on Titan, but then in Demon Slayer they didn't have those moments where it was like, yikes.
Kind of sad that there isn't a trigger nomination on here.
No. I don't know. But
What are you saying then, Harry?
I don't know.
Diego, do you
I
know?
kind of want to.
Here's the thing, though. I recently just rewatched all of Attack on Titan, especially season 3.
It's so
It's-
good.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, so I've seen Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan very recently, so this is tough for me because I have it fresh in my mind.
Well, this is
Mhm.
tough for me too because Attack on Titan season 3 and Demon Slayer were the top 2 animes of the year for me.
Yeah.
So they're like neck and neck in terms of like everything.
Yeah. Like I don't want to. Like I feel like we need to either eliminate.
Mob Psycho's going.
I feel like
Like it's eliminated.
Mob Psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Mob
really think
Psycho.
it's between Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan.
yeah.
Sure.
I'm like since I've seen this list, I already chose Demon Slayer. I have like I made the decision immediately. Attack on Titan's really good. But there's more. I don't know. It just looks clear. It just looks clearer and cleaner in Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
And it's
I
just
mean,
so different.
I kind of want to go Attack on Titan on this one.
I do too, but I want.
I'm going to go Demon Slayer.
Ufotable just does a good job.
I mean, like of course, Ufotable did an amazing job, but I feel like just like the crazy moments and the way they were animated, like the transitions and Attack on Titan, I feel like were better. But then again, when you talk about transitions of like the rotating room when that lower Hashira was escaping from Muzin. Okay, actually, I feel like it's Demon Slayer now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think it's Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah, it's Demon Slayer.
I'm just gonna throw a vote on here because.
Yeah.
I think it's just the way Demon Slayer used the camera. I think a little bit.
Yeah.
Is what really kind of
And
sells it.
they even had CGI and it made it look
That's
good.
true, and
so.
I remember
CGI.
that's.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember that scene of Tanjiro running through the forest, dodging all the traps in like the second episode.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I could like shit my pants. Like
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah, it's so amazing. Okay, so this is interesting.
So
Best character design.
Vinland
Let's
Saga.
So we got
Ooh.
Carol and Tuesday, Dr. Stone, Sarah Zanmai, Dororo, Kaguya-sama Love is War, and Vinland Saga.
I probably am just gonna have to just straight up go.
Yeah.
Saga. But actually, I like the character design of Dr. Stone.
So
personally.
what goes into character design? We're talking about like just the way the character looks, or like the clothes they wear, or
I think all the
all that.
Personality.
The way they look, their hair, personality, their color, like palette,
Mm-hmm.
everything.
If we're adding personality, that makes them might go for Kaguya-sama.
Is character design? I don't know if I'd say personality. I'd say just.
If there's
looks.
no personality in there, Kaguya-sama. If not,
I'd say just looks.
Yeah, I think it's just looks.
okay. So then Vinland. Then
But Dororo looks pretty good too.
Dororo does look pretty good.
Because it's like
Yeah,
feudal
but, like,
Japan. It's pretty
True,
cool.
but there's not like a large list of characters where you can compare it to Vinland Saga or Dr. Stone, where there's so many more characters to be like, look at the different designs for each character and all that stuff.
True. I just really like Dr. Stone because I thought Senku's character design is super sick. I think Senku looks really good. Like
That's
his hair
true.
and
Mhm.
like the way he just looks in general overall.
Yeah.
But then again, like Thorfinn and Askeladd and Thorkel look pretty sick too. But it's like
I feel like there wasn't that much character design because you had to be reasonable. Like this was in, I think they were in Iceland, England, and Norway. So it's just cold all the time. So they
Wales.
have to be, and Wales.
Yeah.
So they have to be in, obviously, a bunch of fur because it's back then. So
Yeah.
it's not like you can get crazy with it.
yeah.
So I feel like it has to be Dr. Stone.
But I really hate how Kuhaku's head looks. Like it's like a sandwich.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
really
like that.
small.
But like Senku
It's
looks
sandwiched?
good. Her Kohaku's dad looks good. Magma looks good. Tarzan even looks good. Yuzuriha and what's the other guy?
Kaiju.
Kaiju look good.
Yeah, I feel like it's Dr. Stone. I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
you're
still on
saying.
Vinland Saga.
I'd say Doctors.
I'm going Vinland also.
So split decision here.
Split decision.
I guess we're gonna have to do a
Best score. If Attack on Titan isn't on here, throw the list out. Okay.
Yo,
Attack on
JoJo
Titan.
Part 5 is gonna be on here. It has to.
If-
Attack on Titan.
So,
Okay, for a second I thought I didn't see
Best,
JoJo.
so best score, what we got? We got Attack on Titan, we got Demon Slayer, we got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind Part 5, Carol and Tuesday. I always want to say Carolyn and Tuesday. What even is that show?
It's a music.
It's a music show. It's real. It's
Linus.
pretty good.
Mm.
It's set in the future, and they live. I think they live on Mars. But it's
Oh.
very civilized. It just looks like it's literally pretty. It's pretty much Earth, just futuristic.
Not Earth.
And
Yeah.
these girls are just trying to become like artists, really famous, and they're going up against people who have like artificial voices, where people can actually just make a voice because that's the trend, right? So they're
Oh.
they're
That's
going
interesting,
up
actually.
against a bunch of different competitors and stuff like that, and they're trying to become famous, and that's pretty much it. And they met each other.
Mhm.
One of the girls is like a runaway, a stowaway, because she wants to leave her family because I don't know, they're rich family and she hates them. It's not much to it.
Typical
Yeah.
control stuff.
So, but it's pretty good. I haven't seen the second season yet, but I would recommend it.
There's
Yeah.
2 seasons? Oh shit.
So before we move on to this section, we got in the chat talking about character design again. Where it's saying, I thought character design usually referred to well fleshed out and believable characters, not as much as cool looking ones, like game design isn't about graphics.
Hmm.
So I don't
Actually,
know. I don't
that's
know
a good
what- so
point.
I don't know what to think.
Let's look it up.
Now I'm
What?
kinda-
Yeah. What is the definition?
Now
of
I'm
character design?
confused. I am Confucian.
America, explain.
Medica, explain.
Damn it, Diego.
Interesting. It's pulling up a model sheet. What is character design?
What is a character?
Is it gonna load or?
Slow loading. Okay, so it's the whole concept, style, artwork of a character from scratch.
Okay. So how the character looks.
So how the character
Okay.
looks.
So it is just a little different. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, then, never mind. We can continue with best score now. So what did we say? We said Curl Tuesday, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, Doctor Stone, JoJo Part 5, Rising of the Shield Hero.
I'm so surprised by this.
And Dr.
I am
Stone.
too.
True.
The Doctor Stone music's pretty sick
I
though. Like
the
when they're
next
like
music.
the like trumpet kind of sound
Yeah.
music, like that sound pretty good.
True.
I'm going to Attack
Yeah,
on
me
Titan
too.
on this.
I kind of like. I know obviously Reiner's OST.
Reiner's OST. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a fat nut.
Yeah.
But
And
not even
then-
that. Just like
Wait, I mean, openings and endings count for best score, right?
no, because they got
Oh,
the
it's
different. Because well, actually
No, because
I don't
there
know
is
if
a
they
best
do.
opening and a best ending sequence. Yeah.
There is. Oh.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it's right there at the end. My
Okay.
bad. Doesn't
I'm still
count.
going to Attack on
Yeah.
Titan. That's
So I guess
also a
strictly
bit-
OSTs.
That's a bit of a recency bias for me though. but,
JoJo's definitely a
um,
close second.
Yeah, I want to say. I honestly can't remember that many besides like Reiner's theme, but obviously everyone
Giorno-
knows.
Take it from me. Just
Sure.
now. Remember, I was literally texting you guys about this. Like, I don't remember the Attack on Titan OST being this good. I was
Yeah.
like, shitting myself.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer, I would give third though.
So
I would give
good.
Demon Slayer third.
I would give Demon Slayer third. Yeah.
I feel like it's between just JoJo and Attack on Titan on this one. I'm just gonna go JoJo.
I'm gonna say JoJo.
Yeah.
Titan.
Like I just can't remember that movie, so like listen to me. You don't know the mistake you're making.
Nah,
But
you're good,
Attack on
Amy.
Titan
Thanks for
wins.
pointing that out, though. I mean, I'm glad you're kind of coming with like
you're following along.
you're helping us decide because we were confused on that too. So it's probably best we did look it up. But
So this I think is the most blasphemous
so
part.
best
Fight.
fight scene.
Can I please say this? Can I do this one?
We gotta list on what we got.
That's what I was
first.
gonna say. I wanna express
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, go for it.
Go for it.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Emperor Crimson versus Metallic. Why?
Bro,
Right.
that is such a sick fight, though. That's
Dude,
the
it's-
best fight in part
No,
5.
what?
Metallica versus King Crimson is the best fight in JoJo. Part 5.
Okay.
But I'm looking
Just-
at it at a manga standpoint too, because
True, yeah.
Metallica King Crimson is an amazing.
I tried
fight.
so hard not to mock you. I'm still holding back. Still holding back.
Oh my god. Wait, you can't say
Let me
anything.
just
You
let me
gotta
just let me
finish the
just
rest of it.
yeah. Let me
Yeah.
just read the list.
What's the rest of it?
Levi versus Beast Titan Attack on Titan season 3. Mob versus is it Toichiro? Toichiro? Mob
Yep.
Psycho 102. Tanjiro and Nezuko versus Rui.
As a coup.
I'm illiterate. All right, we get it. Thorfinn versus Thorkel, Vinland Saga. And I'm not even gonna.
That was
You got
so.
cooked, dude.
Yeah.
That fight
I'm
wasn't
not even gonna try and pronounce this name, but Fate Grand Order, absolute.
Ushiwakamaru.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
Not that hard. Come on.
I just told you I was illiterate, didn't I? Fate Grand Order, Absolute Demonic Front, Babylonia.
Yikes, dude.
I mean, it's fate. Fate's always gonna have
Like,
fights.
I get it. Like, yeah, like the demon, like the Emperor Crimson Metallic fight was good, but there was so many better fights this year.
7-page.
Well, this
7
year,
page,
but that is a good
7-page
fight.
Muda.
7-page Muda.
7-page Muda should be.
I would not
That's
do
just a
7-page
meme. That was
Muda.
just a meme. That was
Yeah,
like
I wouldn't do 7-page
crazy
Muda fight
fight.
over this one.
So what was?
Because the
What was
thing
the
with
best fight in part 5?
No, what's it?
What was the best part in part 5?
Metallica. King
Bruno.
Crimson.
Also Bruno versus the
Mm.
fishing pole guy.
Beach Boy. Only the end.
I think it's more so like Bruno
The end
and
is
Mista.
sick. The Uriba Derichi at the end was dope, but other than that, it's like good fight, but it's not. White Album was really good too, though.
Actually,
White Album was good.
Giorno versus Baby Metal.
Babyface.
Babyface.
I
hated Babyface.
I thought that was like the best, like, for how crazy of a stand Babyface was. I think that was the best fight.
Babyface.
Even though, of
White
course,
Album
like
was pretty
Metallica is an insane
White
stand.
Album was really good.
Just let me know when you guys done talking JoJo.
White Album, right? I would say White Album or Metallica is the best fight in this part, personally.
What did you think about Babyface, Mob?
Oh, I did not like Babyface at all. I didn't care for that stand user.
I guess I'm tripping.
Babyface was just as like I didn't like them or like it as much as like the guy that was with the shark. Do you know what I'm talking about? I put
like Risotto.
No.
Risotto. Risotto is Metallica, I think. I know what you're talking about. It's Talking Head.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the Babyface was just kind of like a stand user that was like, okay, he's there. Can we move on?
But the thing is that
yeah, exactly.
the Crimson fight, the ending was so like it's so.
But he like big brained it because he literally knew everybody's stand. He's like, oh wait, Aerosmith is here. I can use this to my advantage.
Yeah.
That's like
I guess
because it wasn't just like a
stand.
cop out where they just so happened to be there. It was like he was like, oh, I'm big brained. I know all these people's stands. I'm gonna use this to my advantage, especially with the stand I'm in.
I'm gonna do it.
Why wasn't Diavolo on the? There's no best villain.
Well, we can't get into.
We can't get into that.
We can't get into
We
that.
can't get into that with Diego here.
No chance.
Because
Sorry.
Doppio was so funny. Doppio was funny.
Yeah.
And Diavolo, no, he's cool. So I feel like he should be up there. He was there more than overhaul, personally.
Yeah. I agree.
Had a bigger presence.
I feel like for best fight, I think it should go. I feel like it has to be. Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer or Levi versus Beast Tyson.
I'm doing Mob.
But yeah, I feel like even in the Mob fight, the Mob versus Toichiro isn't like. I feel like the best fight in Mob was all of the people versus the teleport.
Yeah,
that was the best fight.
That was the best fight
for sure. Because the Mob Toichiro fight was good, but even like the Mob fight versus like the Ghost guy was better than the Toichiro
That's true.
fight. I thought.
Yeah,
I thought the Toichiro fight was cut short.
It really was.
Because it was more so like he's trying to convince him rather than fight him.
Yeah, pretty
so, much. I think that like you were saying, the fight versus the teleporting guy was a better fight to choose for the show.
So it's definitely gonna have to be between Attack and Demon, I think.
Yeah, which I think for this one, I would go Demon Slayer. You're cutting
You're
out.
cutting out, my guy.
Okay, well, you sound good now. Yeah, we understood that clearly.
My issue with Demon Slayer is that the fights are too short. Except for the one with the lower.
Wasn't the Rui fight like spanned over 2 episodes though?
No.
Yeah.
The Levi Beast Titan was like 2 seconds?
Okay. The Rui fight wasn't that long. Like when he actually started fighting him, it was not that long. Like they stood there, talked.
Yeah, that's true.
When they actually fight, Tanjiro avoided.
Yeah,
and then
they did the
But
backstory
if
Rui.
if we're looking at Levi, Beast Titan, and Rui Tanjiro,
I'm not.
Both of them are relatively short.
Versus Beast Titan is the best fight. I wouldn't put it up there. I would probably put Mob versus.
It's too short. I would think.
Mob versus Toichiro. That's probably what I would vote for.
Oh.
You would choose Mob versus Toichiro
no.
over the Levi.
Over Levi versus Beast Titan, yes. Levi versus Beast Titan was sick. It was so good. Way too short.
I wouldn't even call it a versus, really.
Yeah.
Levi just kind of destroyed him.
Yeah,
I think
off.
the Kenny fight would have been a better one because it was so much longer.
No, that was quick too.
Oh, you mean like?
But it was dragged out longer, like the whole chase scene.
Yeah,
and
like
everything
the chase.
Too.
Would you? Yeah, I don't know. Would you count that as a fight? Because like Levi didn't really. Actually, no, he didn't fight
Because
back.
he
at the
goes
end.
into the bar and then pulls that gun out. And just...
Yeah,
but then
the
they get it to the
Can
end.
Can we just agree to title Levi versus Beast Titan? Levi rapes Beast Titan. Can we just label it that?
Beast Titan, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
It demolishes, absolutely
Levi
destroys.
gapes.
Yeah,
Capes.
yeah, that was.
Levi molests.
Not that.
Wrong show.
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna go Demon Slayer on this one.
Same.
Mob.
Yeah, Demon Slayer.
You're going with Mom?
Yep.
Interesting. That's wild.
I'm going.
Because I thought it was longer. And
That's.
I liked it better.
I do like that it was longer, but they chose the wrong Mob Psycho fight.
Yeah, if it was the 5 people against the teleport
yeah.
dude, I probably would have chosen that
Oh, yeah.
over Demon Slayer.
was-
Oh boy, this next category. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Next category is
Readjust
best
yourself.
couple.
I'm not reading.
Best
I'm
couple,
not reading
bruh.
this one.
Alrighty.
Yo, if,
I'll read
if
it.
Tandro Nezuko isn't on here, bro.
Sorry,
No.
sorry,
Actually, no.
sorry.
Wait, guys, we should cater to the My Hero Academia fan base. You know, the shippers. We're talking about
Oh no,
Eri.
Bakugo.
No. Eri and Bakugo. Or
Eri and Bakugo?
I mean,
Just making
that's
shit.
probably yeah. I'm just making up new shit.
What's going on in
They
this
haven't
place?
even made that. They haven't even met each other.
Oh, you're hearing his story, baby.
So best couple, we've got Baki Hanma and Kozu Matsumoto.
Oh my
Matsumoto
God.
from Baki.
Baki made it on here.
Are
you
We
serious?
got Kaguya and Miyuki from Kaguya-sama Love is War. Mafiu Sato and Ritsuka Uenoyama from Given.
Vomit emoji.
Rio and Mabu
Vomit.
from Sarazanmai. Rika, Sonozaki, and Shunamagi. Oh, Maidens in Your Savage Season. Never heard of that. And Emir and Historia, Attack on Titan Season 3.
Scissor Sisters, baby.
Oh my god.
Baki.
Can't say that.
So the reason why, the reason why I absolutely just disgusted and puked in my mouth that I saw Baki was on here is because that show sucks. Like, it sucks.
This man's over here hates it.
I hate that show.
If you haven't watched the podcast in the past couple months,
I've seen some of the fights.
You'll
in the show.
know-
It's not good.
this man Ari hates Devilman Crybaby with a passion, and he hates Baki with a passion.
Nothing will ever come above Don't Man Crybaby.
You
But
know,
I hate
you know,
Baki.
Devil May Cry won Animated of the Year last year, right?
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
just
I
making
know.
sure.
I still don't care.
So the only
still
couple
don't
that I've
care.
really seen on this one,
Hanma and Kozue.
the only one that I've seen on here is Kaguya-sama and then Attack on
I've
Titan.
only seen it time.
And I would honestly go for Kaguya-sama just because.
But isn't that like the whole point of the show? Isn't it?
So yeah, the point of the show, it's basically like both of them are like trying to get the other person to admit that they love each other.
Yeah.
And they keep trying to stick each other in like these different mind games and stuff, and it's really
Okay.
fucking funny to see.
That's what I thought. Because I was like looking into it. Because
It's
I like
really funny
I read
to see.
I read like the description of it like the other day when I was just going through
Mm-hmm.
looking at animes. So like that's the only reason why I know that.
It's really.
You guys
funny.
wanna
I wanna
know?
watch it.
You guys want
I
to
would
know what
watch it.
happened that made, like, that's why they ended up on here? That made them a couple for this?
Huh.
So Baki was starting to lose fights. Or I guess the way that you lose
Oh,
a
I
fight.
know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
Yeah, the way you lose a fight in the show is that someone does a really cheap move against you, and then you get bailed out by someone else. So then the person that bailed you out ends up dying instead of you, and then you run away.
What?
Yes, and the people who are the villains that escaped from prison never ever die for whatever reason, even though they'll like get their legs crushed and then their back gets split
Or
in
their
half or
face gets
something,
ripped off.
and then like, or their face gets ripped off. Literally anything. It's just no. You're gonna be back though in 2
Well,
episodes.
they're-
Perfectly fine.
Say they are extremely rich. Not the
They
broken
are.
limbs, but like fixing
Yeah.
like skin and stuff like that. They're really rich.
Yeah.
So
But back to the couple thing. So Baki was in this.
the only way to get
struggle, right?
stronger is if I
And-
fuck her.
That's actually what happened. He's not joking.
Yeah,
No, no,
if you haven't seen
no,
the
listen,
clip,
but
if
listen.
you guys haven't seen the clip,
His-
there's a clip of us
His
talking about
dad
this.
said, "Do it." He pulled the Emperor Palpatine, and he's like, "The only way to get stronger. The only way to get stronger is if you do it."
Yeah. So then guess
my man
what?
busts a nut to power up.
No, but it's
Yeah.
not. It's not even like a small little power up. It's like, oh, because I
He goes
finally
Super
lost my
Saiyan
virginity.
God, bruh.
No. Go. Yeah. Okay. So then Goku's fighting Frieza. Krillin dies, and then Goku goes straight to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. That is actually what happened in the show, Baki. Like, no one could even compare to how strong Baki was now that he got his nut.
He's kind of.
I mean, blue balls
He's
will
kind
do
of.
that
I
to
don't
a
know what
man.
you're talking
So.
about. He's kind of dying right now. I don't know. Just
I don't care.
Bro, you've
I
never
don't
done
even.
that, though?
I haven't even caught up. I literally stopped watching.
he got
after
strong. He got
the
strong.
fight
For like,
after
he
his
got
next fight.
episode, and then he just started becoming a very, very, very skinny anorexic boy. And he's
that
very
make
thick.
sense?
He has like cancer.
Bro.
He's
This show is
Hey,
terrible.
I'm still
Like, why are you gonna give? It's
okay.
so terrible.
Okay,
It's
this
okay.
all right,
It's
all
so
good,
all right,
bro. It's
all
all
right.
good, dog.
It's okay.
It's good, bro.
I'm livid. I can't believe this made it on.
All right, the show is bad, but I'm still voting for them as best couple. Because they're an actual couple. They're not just shipped. They're an actual couple.
Okay.
Dude, Mira and
Yeah,
Story are an
Kaga and
actual
Yuki-
couple,
Yuki.
though.
What they weren't even together.
But they
in season
like
three,
wrote,
though.
they like didn't Ymir wrote a letter like professing her love though.
Oh, that's
To
right.
Ymir.
Okay, so I'm voting for them. Ymir and the story.
That's what I
Bias.
voted for because that's the only one I
Bias.
know, so it's
Good
only
idea.
fair that I vote for that. Bias, it's the
Not
only one I've
you,
seen, it's
Ari.
not my fault.
Ari.
Yeah, I will do. I do
I do
bias
bu-
that. You're right. I am biasing it because I absolutely hate Baki. So
Alrighty.
Are
I
we,
hate to
can
see
we
it.
agree that we're gonna skip best voice actor performance in English?
yeah, I
Can we
think
just
we're-
skip that?
I mean,
Because
well,
skip it.
what's on the list?
I don't know what dubs.
I don't watch dubs.
We don't watch dubs.
I don't watch
I'm
any
just
dubs.
saying.
I only know
Look here,
literally the-
jeez, my God!
I would hope.
Everybody,
I would
chill.
Diego here. I want to do it.
You want to do
Just
it?
want to have a
We'll
look.
just look.
Have a look, thief.
All right, we'll
Let's
look
have
at
a
it right.
look.
We'll look at it right now, real quick.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll be quick.
So we got the English voice of Mob, English voice of Retsuko, English voice of Aqua, English voice of Taharu, English voice of Naofumi, and
Now
Shinji.
Fumi has the best
I
dub.
just said to Haru.
Wait,
It's Toru.
this is the
Okay,
Netflix.
sorry.
This is the Netflix redone version.
Yes.
I'm assuming,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Now Fumi.
I don't think I heard any.
I don't know.
I've heard
dubs.
Naofumi. Naofumi's wasn't
I don't know.
bad. I've heard Mobs. It's not that.
I've
bad.
heard
I don't like
Aqua's, I
Mobs.
think.
I've heard the Konosuba dub is actually like really good. Like people actually
no
love it a
idea.
lot.
I have no idea.
I don't know
Honestly,
any of these, so
I
you
don't
guys
know.
can vote. You guys can talk about it. I don't, but I've never heard any of these. I've like vaguely heard Aqua's.
I honestly
then
don't
vote
I
for
know.
Aqua.
vote.
Okay.
Okay, just for the gang, I'll go Aqua.
Gang, gang.
Yeah.
Okay, Japanese.
Yeah,
performance.
Japanese.
But I think I heard the Shinji one's not bad though.
I didn't like it. I
As
did
well.
not like it.
But I didn't hear it.
Compared to the Japanese,
Boys-
I did not like it.
Oh, for sure.
We only deal in sub.
Ooh. So we have.
we got Super Sucker in the chat saying, "I love that the most controversial vote was the best couple."
Yeah, I might have gotten a little.
Culture.
Yeah, like we said.
Best voice actor performance in Japanese. Let's get it. This is an interesting
Interesting list. Yeah.
interesting list.
I don't know. I
So-
know the only two I know from here are Shinobu and Senku.
Yeah. So we
Why is it Air-
have Rio
Isabella.
Naboshi from Sora Zanmai. We have Shinobu from Demon Slayer, Bruno from Part 5,
Of JoJo.
Amagaze from Babylon, and then Isabel from Promised Neverland, and Senku from Doctor Stone.
I want to see this Babylon show. It keeps popping up.
Yeah,
Shinobu
it pops up a lot.
Yeah, Babylon and Sarah's
I
on
might
mine.
have to check that one out.
Daddy Bruno, baby.
Yeah, I feel like for me, it's between Bruno and Isabella.
Why you
That's
gotta
the
call him
first thing
Daddy
he
though?
says in the chat.
He's just Bruno.
'Cause that's what Retro Cliff said in the chat.
Yeah,
He's been
that's
silent the
what
whole
we're
time. It's the
saying.
first
Yeah.
thing he says.
Yeah. I don't know why is Shinobu on here. I feel like she didn't have a very
thought she was good.
demanding
Actually, yeah, she wasn't bad.
role.
She's just very like.
They should put Zenitsu's voice actor on.
Not
That's
to
what they should
mention,
put
she
on.
That was a demanding role. Jesus, all that screaming.
And
Not-
Zenitsu or Inosuke.
Yeah.
Not to mention, like, she was only in the last like 4 episodes, Shinobu, and she's very like soft spoken. So
Yes.
it's like,
She did speak a lot though.
yeah, I
Last couple
guess,
episodes.
but like, it wasn't like Bruno or like there's a lot of yelling and stuff. You know,
Or like where like you have to show like a bunch of emotion
Right.
that like the character goes through. But in Shinobu, it's just
True.
her counseling
yeah.
the 3 boys.
I thought Senku was pretty good.
Yeah,
Too.
Senku's
Yeah,
pretty good.
Senku's
I would,
was
Yeah,
good.
I would give
Shinobu-
this one to Senku.
Shinobu, like she had no range, but like she was like always nice, even if that wasn't her intention. She literally just showed like one emotion the whole time.
That was good acting.
Whereas like Senku and Bruno was like very
Where it was changing.
yeah.
And I think I want to get into Isabella.
I'm really
but-
surprised Thorfinn's not on here because the parts Thorfinn did have his like range was nuts.
Especially
especially
at
when he
after
mumbled the
Thor's.
whole show. Especially when he mumbled the whole
Well,
show.
but like the parts when he like is screaming and like he's like angry or
Yeah.
sad, like when he duels Askeladd like near the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
He like was screaming and like really
when
mad. Or,
Askeladd
like when he's
completely
talking to
just
Leaf.
mop the floor with him.
Yeah, when he's
Yeah.
talking to Leaf and he's like screaming about
Mhm.
like how Leaf doesn't know anything. Like his range was really good. Like
Yeah.
yeah, he wasn't showing a lot and he was mumbling a lot, but like I did think his.
Can
range
we
was
just say
True.
Thorkel died because he didn't have the high ground?
What?
Thorkel.
Or Thor's died because he
Again.
didn't have the high
Oh my
ground.
gosh, bro.
This
Um,
man's really just said a spoiler and tried to pass it off, I think.
Yeah.
nice.
That still wasn't-
But I don't know. I kind of want to say Isabella.
Yeah.
I feel like she had a better character,
But
but
Senku and
Bruno
Senku was really good. I liked Senku a lot.
Senku's like Dr. Stone's not my favorite show, but Senku was a good voice actor.
I think I'm gonna go.
I have
Bruno.
going Bruno just because like there was more. Senku was just like, "Hi, I'm going to explain things to you." That was pretty much
True.
his whole thing. Bruno,
and be
yeah,
likable.
Bruno was good.
I'm going Senku.
Shinobu was good. She wasn't there a lot, but when she was there, like the acting
Yeah.
for a character that has no
Mhm.
emotion at all. But I'm
I'm gonna go Bruno. I'm going Bruno because just the range of the character, especially in his first fight against Diavolo, and then at the end of the show, literally in all of his fights, all of his sequences, just everything about him, just was and like his voice was amazing. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm voted Bruno. What did you end up voting for?
Senku.
Senku.
Yeah, Senku.
Okay.
Next
So
on
next
the agenda.
best comedy.
best comedy.
Comedy.
Best it's yo.
What?
No
What's that one?
Konosuba.
I don't think it came out this year. Did it?
Oh, did it? I don't know.
It came out last
But
Oh wait,
but
it got nominated for English
'Cause it got
but the
dubbed
English
this year.
dub. Yeah, the English dub. Okay. Yeah.
however,
How is? Can someone explain to me how
Cautious Heroes.
Cautious Heroes not on here?
Not
I don't think.
enough.
Do you think it finished in time?
Yeah.
Not enough people were watching it. That's probably.
That's so depressing.
My roommate is a cat is on here. What is that? What the hell is my roommate's a
What?
cat?
I love his
I
reaction.
didn't even
What
see
is
that.
that?
Okay, so let's go through them. We'll go through them. So we got Agretsu season 2. How heavy are the dumbbells?
Can
you
we
lift?
skip?
Kaguya
I want to
Sama,
skip
Love
this.
is War.
I want to. Is there a skip button?
I don't
It's
know.
like
I can't
Kaguya
vote.
Sama.
Quartet.
I can't vote.
I
any
can't-
of
I've
these
never
because-
seen any of
this.
Kaguya-sama.
Actually, yeah. No, yeah, I haven't seen any of these. I don't know why.
Kaguya-sama, vote for it.
Okay, for the gang.
Kaguya-sama. I know. I've seen the first like half of. I don't know how to say it. Gretzko.
Agretsuko.
I think.
I've seen the first season of that. Like the first like 5 or 6 episodes of it. It's funny,
Mm.
but I haven't seen season 2, so I can't really vote.
Yeah.
Yo, I just looked at the next list. I'm so hyped right now.
Best
Best
fantasy.
Best fantasy.
All right, so we're just
Fucking go, Astro Loftus, please!
Okay.
Yeah,
super
anyway.
super fans. Over
Wait,
here.
so just for everybody who has seen these comedies, and if you would like to enlighten us on which one is the best, please do, because we have not seen these.
We have no idea.
Other than Diego seeing Kaguya-sama, none of us have seen anything else.
Yeah.
Please let us know. Anyways, best fantasy, let's go.
Diego, you can read this.
So-
Let's let Diego read this.
Yeah, you got this, dude.
Yeah,
I've
I
actually
feel like you
I've
find
seen
it.
4 of the 6 shows on here, so.
You got it.
Sentence of a Bookworm, Astro Lost in Space, Attack on Titan Season 3, Demon Slayer, Saren's on Mai, and Promised Neverland.
What is this list? This is so hard.
So
I'm
the Sentence of a
surprised.
Bookworm-
Okay, can I just say I'm surprised
Yeah.
there's only one isekai on here.
True. I'm
That
surprised
is
Shield
very
Hero wasn't
surprising
on
to me.
here.
I am exactly. They picked the wrong isekai for this, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the rise?
Because I've seen a Sentence of a Bookworm. It was okay. Shield Hero was way better.
Everybody knows Shield
season
Hero.
Yeah.
season 3 of
So
SAO
why is-
should be up here if a sentence of a bookworm is. Personally,
That's a fair
personally,
point.
I would say that.
Well, yeah, man. I think we're with you on that one.
Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up.
But yeah, we're throwing out a sentence of a bookworm. We're not going to
I'm
consider
not
that
voting for
Orange
Astro
Stars
Lost
on
in
my-
Space anymore.
I'm voting Astro.
I'm voting Astra too.
Yeah.
In terms of just
It's the most. It's the most.
like
it's
the
the most
premise?
fantasy
Wait.
based.
Actually,
It's definitely the most.
most fantasy.
Fantasy sci-fi always tickles my.
A
lot of-
Yeah, fantasy sci-fi is what I think of with this.
Mm,
I'd say Astra. In terms of this specific
Yeah.
genre,
Mob, go
Astra.
And like
Let's
creativity, yeah, let's go.
I-
Astro. I mean, what? Demon Slayer is just a JoJo reference. Come
I would.
on. That's that's not very creative. So
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Bro,
the
Diego.
breathing.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah,
bro.
it's literally
Get out of here.
That was so
Yeah.
stupid.
It's a JoJo
Yo,
reference.
what color does Calculane wear, bro? Green. What color is Tundra wearing? Green.
That is not
Does
green he's
Tanjiro
wearing.
look dead to you?
Bro.
That's like a sea blue.
He's
Tanjiro?
okay.
Bro,
Stop with the spoilers.
Wait, what did he just say?
I can't say this.
I said, does Tanjiro look dead to you?
Oh, brother. Look at this guy. He doesn't even care.
Actually,
Wait, Wait, what?
Long story
What do people say right now? I'm so
Homie is
confused.
dead.
Oh my god.
Yo, Mob, every time you start spoiling something, I'm gonna say your name.
They already
Oh,
know my name.
snap. About to expose you more. Expose your last name next time.
Ooh. Just start dropping your ad in the chat. Alright, so Astro Lost in Space?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what we're doing? Alright, bet. Astro Lost in Space. Here we go.
Big
So next one is best drama.
Yeah.
We've got Babylon, Carol and Tuesday, Fruits Basket, Stars Align, which I know Parker's seen, Promise Neverland, and Villain Saga.
Bro, Stars Align is so good.
I'm gonna go Fruits
I'm
Basket.
going at Promise
Stars-
Neverland. Best drama.
Yeah, Promise Neverland. I'm Promise Neverland.
You,
too.
you got it.
Heavy.
You, like the amount.
Heavy.
Heavy Promise.
Huh?
You stand it when we're on the JoJo references?
Okay, I would go. I'm gonna say Promise Neverland, but Stars Align is a very close second.
And I wouldn't say Vinland Saga is a drama.
Nah,
I've
I've never seen
one.
it.
I mean, like it's like a very low.
Second half of it was more of a drama.
That's fair.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, that's a fair point. But Promise Neverland, hands down.
Promise Neverland is so good.
Fruits Basket, check it out.
Because
I want us to watch it. I need to.
It got season 2 coming out this year also. So.
Oh, brother.
Oh.
Hoes are gonna be mad for this
Opening
one.
sequence.
Yeah, hoes are gonna be mad.
we
Oh,
all
no.
know. We already know which
Yeah.
one. Come on, we already.
So we have this song called "Kiss Me." That's the opening
It
for
is a good
Carol
opening.
Tuesday.
It's a good opening. I'll tell you that. It's a good opening.
Okay. Oh, then we have a song called "Kawaki Wo."
That's a
Ameku.
really good opening.
That's
Yeah,
the
everyone's
domestic
heard Domestic
girlfriend.
Girlfriend OP. It's good.
Someone say
Yeah.
Gon's hairline, because, well, yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
literally his
you know,
opening
you know.
song. Yeah.
Inferno by Mrs. Green Apple for our force.
Nice.
Good
Sorry,
opening.
continue.
Mm.
That's a good opening.
I don't think I put it on here though.
Put it. You would
It's a
put
good
it.
opening.
You would
It's
put
good.
it.
I
wouldn't
You
put
would
it
put
on
Inferno
here.
on here.
No, I would put Shield Hero
What?
OP one on here.
Ooh, the Shield Hero opening one is good. That is good.
Then we got 99.9 by Mob Choir. That's probably,
That is an amazing
Such a-
that's
song.
probably
That
gonna
is an
be that's
amazing
probably gonna be
song.
my vote.
Finland.
Touch Off by Uberworld, Promise Neverland.
Okay.
Is also
Yeah,
that's a
so
great
sorry.
OP.
I keep interrupting you.
And then I think I know what you guys are gonna pick. Wakanjo by Survive to the Prophet.
That's
Vinland
mine.
Saga.
100% mine.
No.
Finland,
No.
bro.
I guess we're all
Nah.
this-
Finland, dog.
Mob-
Talk about you
We're
love
all-
that song.
I do
all
love
gonna
that song,
disagree.
but Mob
Really?
Psycho. Mob Psycho for me.
Oh, yeah, Mob Psycho.
Mob Psycho.
Hit it.
Hands
Inferno.
down. Dude, I listened to that OP almost every day for like maybe a week and a half on my way to school.
Inferno. As soon as
Gorilla.
Five Force came out and Inferno was there, listen to Inferno was the reason why I made an anime. I made my own anime playlist.
How is Dr. Stone on here?
No,
Inferno's
no.
good.
Outro,
It's good.
outro for Doctor Stone. Yes. Opening.
Bro.
No.
Honestly, Diego.
No, I'm looking at the next thing already. That's
Honestly, Diego, would you put the Dr. Stone OP1 over Inferno?
I swear to God. I
I put Dr. Stone OP2.
swear to God.
Just ask him.
I know exactly why Parker's asking this too, because he just wants to shit on Fire Force again.
No, because you were saying you don't think you'd put it on this list.
I would put it on this list. It's a good OP. I just don't think it's good enough to make.
I was just offering another good OP that you to see what you were.
Yeah, that one, or I would put also the SAO Part 2 opening of Season 3.
Okay, but you can't deny that the Demon Slayer opening is better than Inferno.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah. I bought the
100%.
Demon Slayer OP.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even
Violence
realize
is
this was
wrong. Violence is wrong. Don't.
I'm going villain.
Nah.
I got it.
I'm
Mob Psycho.
Mob Psycho.
Okay, the Mob Psycho is a bop and it's close second, but Vinland is so good, bro.
It's good.
The Vinland one tickles more of my fancy in terms of
Yeah, because you like
music.
Scream.
You like The Rock. I honestly don't think Touch Off should be on here.
I mean,
Really?
it was
I
a
like-
good, even
I
the
like it.
Dororo
That's a
opening
good
was
OP.
better
I like
than
Touch off and
The Dororo opening's
I should not
pretty
be
good
on
and
there
slept
either.
on.
Yeah.
It is slept on. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Touch Off. I didn't think it was that good.
What do you think, Mob? Do you think Touch Off needs to be on here or no?
I mean, well, I would.
I definitely think the
Essay-
SAO opening should be on there.
I just put Diego on.
You did not put me on that. You did not put me on that.
So you were like, oh, well, that's the newer ones or the newer one, and I'm like, and
Okay,
then I was just listen on again, and then who sends me a video of you singing it in the car?
Hey, Mob. Do you have proof?
Oof. Oof.
Sorry about that one.
Yikes.
Yeah, I didn't think
That
so.
hurts.
Is he talking right now?
No, he's not talking.
good.
He's not talking.
I can turn my microphone.
But okay, one thing too that I'm surprised that isn't on here: the second opening in JoJo Part 5.
Yeah. What
Both
the
openings.
fuck?
Okay, yeah.
I've heard both openings because you guys. I'm surprised they're
Both
not.
Yeah.
openings are bops.
But
dude.
I would say the second one's better than Fighting Gold.
But I really like.
Yeah, the second. Yeah.
The
I would
guy
say
did
the
Fighting
art-
Gold.
The
He did
art
Bloody
in Fighting
Streams
Gold
as
is
well.
better,
Something a Requiem was really good.
but yeah.
So good.
Good job not dropping
Oh,
it.
boy.
Yeah, proud of you, kid.
So, what do we have our votes as?
Mob Psycho.
Fire
So.
Force.
I'm just a little salty that Fire Force,
Vinland.
Touch Off, and just because I don't know the song, Kiss Me should be dropped, and I think they should be replaced with the second opening in JoJo, Demon Slayer's opening, and then
No.
Shield Hero.
Shield
Don't
Hero.
touch Fire Force. Don't, just leave it.
Yikes.
Leave it be.
Honestly, I kind of like the second opening of Fire
Oh,
Force
you
a
son of a
little more.
bitch.
I'm saying.
You're just on
Yeah.
to make me read.
It's good, bro.
Yeah.
The second opening is good.
Yeah, it's just what's
It's on
wrong?
my playlist.
Can we just get please?
Let's get on with the ending.
Alright,
sequence.
we'll go
Yeah.
best ending sequence.
I don't wanna vote
so hold me
anymore.
now. Hold Me Now, Carol and Tuesday. I'm just getting Dororo ending.
Sayonara Goku. Come on, not that hard to say.
Alright, bro. Fail, Fire Force, Chikato Chica Chica by Kaguya-sama.
Wait, oh, is that
Love is
the
It's the
War.
more she's dancing.
Stand By
It's
Me
the Chica
by
dance.
the Peggies.
What the?
What was that?
Okay.
Sarazanai and then Torches for Vinland Saga.
Is that the second?
Torches is very low
Fire
key.
Force, come on.
I don't.
Dude, the Fire Force ending is
Thank
so good.
God.
It is.
Thank God.
This is.
Dude,
This
the
tough
first
for me.
is that the first Fire
Yes.
Force ending? Vale?
Mhm.
Because the first Fire Force ending is heat.
I think they should have put Dr. Stones.
Yeah,
on
they
here.
should have.
Dr. Stones
Dr.
is
Stones is
so
really
good.
They should have put Dr.
that
Stones on
acoustic.
here.
Tick-a-ding-ding-ding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Like-
like kind of rap. It's like
Yeah.
rap.
Like
too.
I would just let it play after the episode ended.
Yeah,
This is a
same.
tough one for me. I can't decide between Fire Force or Kaguya-sama.
Vale. For me.
I think what makes the Kaguya-sama song so good is because of
Yeah.
the dance.
That's true.
Thank you, my son.
It's fun to watch though. Like
Like I
the
think
thing that
it's-
made me mad though, they only did it after like episode 3, and then they didn't do it afterwards again. So that makes me mad.
I think that's the only reason why.
I think one that's a
Right, but
sleeper-
it's still ending sequence, not ending song.
But it's mostly about the song.
Yeah, it's not about the song.
It's about the song.
You guys think it's about the
About the
song?
song.
Of course.
Y'all
It's
can-
about the
that's
song.
So if it was no song and just the animation, would you be happy with it?
Probably, yeah. I think that'd be pretty funny. Just someone dancing to no music, that'd be hilarious.
I don't know.
I think people would think.
Who would make an ED with no song?
Well, I'm just proving a point that the song matters.
Okay, it does matter, but when you pair it with animation, it heightens it.
I guess, yeah.
Oh my god.
Right.
Diego.
Speaking of dancing, I hated the weird CGI dancing at the end of Cautious
Oh yeah.
I hated
Oh,
that. I
yeah,
hated
yeah,
that.
that was
That was
bad.
cringe.
That was
outro
bad.
not good.
Yeah, the outro was whack.
Yeah, outro was
A
bad.
sleeper outro is the Stars Align one. I thought that was a good outro, personally. But no one else has seen Stars Align.
No.
But I thought that was a good outro, too. But I think Veil is...
Yeah.
So we're coming down to
I'm doing-
Veil and Torches.
Chica dance all the way.
I think I'm gonna do Torches.
Torches, really.
Actually, hold on. I kind of want to listen to this Veil one because I don't really remember.
This Hungry Bucks.
I really don't remember this Veil one. I kind of want to look.
You
this
don't
up.
remember.
We're just disrespecting Fire
Yeah,
Force right
bro.
now. What's it called?
Yo, Slooper Soaker, you want to go?
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Look what he wrote about
He
me.
said, "Get this Hungry Box looking ass fool out of here."
Andy.
I will throw hands right now, son. Bring it.
Hey, you could call that a
I
compliment.
will diss your
if you
waifu.
want.
Yeah, it could be
Because
competent.
technically, he's like one of the best Smash Melee players there is, but he's also the villain of Melee as well.
I don't. Yeah, whatever. I don't know what you guys talking about. So.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look at that. I'm looking back.
Wow,
at
we
the
haven't even got into the
last year's
TV
winners.
shows yet.
All for One won Best Antagonist last year.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
we gotta do best.
I'm voting Torches.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You hate to see it.
That's my
Oh,
secret.
whoa!
I
They didn't
in
have
my
Best
opinion.
Film this year. That's interesting.
Oh, they do
They
have
had Best Film last year. They didn't have it this year.
Dragon Ball. Okay, so then we could do it. What would be the best
But there's a
film?
lot because there's.
I've only seen Dragon Ball.
There's
Dragon Ball Super.
No,
Weathering,
what about
there's
the
Weathering with You, which we haven't seen.
Need
The
to
My
see
Hero movie I haven't
Well,
seen.
Weathering with You is 20.
The only movie I've
20.
seen is.
My Hero movie
Ocean
won last
Roller.
year.
Is Weathering with You?
Yeah, hasn't come out yet.
Because
It's
it
coming
came
out
out in
this year.
Japan a while ago though.
The dub came out this year. It came out last year though.
Yeah, the sub came out last
And
year.
My Hero won Best Film last year.
Oh, did it? It
Yeah.
counted?
The My Hero.
So what
the
about?
only-
Yeah.
Was there that many?
Oh, let's go. My won Best Girl.
What
last
about
year.
the? But there's like the Konosuba movie that I haven't seen yet,
That's true.
which apparently is supposed to be really good.
Well, oh, One Piece Stampede
It's just-
was really good.
Well, they had a Best Continuing
yeah,
Series
there's
last
the One
year.
Piece
also.
movie. There's a
It's-
lot of movies.
I,
just
I
haven't
think
seen
it's done.
Yeah,
I
actually,
think,
now that I
I think
think
the
about
One
it.
Piece Stampede movie did the best out of all anime movies this year.
Well, I mean, the fan base is
Well, yeah, no shit, but
a lot
but
bigger.
Dragon Ball,
But the Broly movie
Dragon
was
Ball
so
has a huge
good.
fan base.
But I feel
That's
like
all,
for
that was the only one I've seen.
yeah, that's the only one I've seen. But I feel
Dragon
like
Ball-
the
Dragon-
people that are up to date.
Your name is from like
For what?
2017.
From
my
all,
guy.
from all the Dragon or all the Dragon Ball, for all the anime movies I've seen of this year,
Mm-hmm.
like Stampede was good, but it wasn't overall like amazing as Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super was just a good movie throughout the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
My Hero was an
Yeah.
okay movie with a good ending. Like the animation was cool and the
But that-
fighting.
yeah, but that came out last year though, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If it was it movie of the year. Last
But there's supposed to be one coming out this year. I think. In like
Yeah,
December.
there
There
is.
is. Which is why I forgot to mention with last week when we were talking about My Hero why the animation isn't as good as it should be. But we'll get to that later.
So,
Yeah.
by the way, Slipper Circle does not have a waifu. He has a husband, though.
Is it?
He has a
It's
wife
Light.
though. Oh yeah, that's true.
Light is his husband, though.
Or Saitama.
What? I mean,
I don't
destroys everything in one
swing that
punch.
way, so
Bro,
I couldn't give you one.
Slipper Soaker has seen like 3 animes, and it's One Punch Man, Death Note, and like some of like 2 episodes of Kill la Kill. So like, the husbando is either Saitama or Light.
God, that's ridiculous. Get out of here.
Oh wait, we
Normie
gotta go back
trash.
to
So
anime
now,
of the year.
Now we're going to the last one, anime of the year. Of course.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the list is Carole & Tuesday, Demon Slayer, Mob Psycho 102, Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season. What?
Attack on Titan, isn't it?
Promise Neverland and Vinland Saga.
Where's Attack on Titan?
How is Attack on Titan on here?
That's the question.
That's the
Where
way.
we wanna crush it in
I
Crunchyroll.
like it.
Crunchyroll is L whack. I think we answered our own.
What did this Oh Maiden?
Crunchyroll.
If it's below
yeah,
an
you
8,
should
I'm
look it
going
up.
to
Nominees, so someone
But-
has to nominate.
murder someone.
So Crunchyroll ain't the whack ones. The fans are. What the fuck is? What the
Oh.
fuck is?
Wait, what? What did it get?
7.7 on IMDb.
What about on? Why didn't you go to Miami list?
I don't know if that would pop up immediately.
Yeah, go to Miami list. But I mean, still, IMDb is, I guess, somewhat decent to.
What
use
is
as
the
a
zero
reference.
or
7.5.
zero maidens?
You're telling me a show it got a 7.5.
Zero maidens or O
Deserves to be
maidens in
animated
the
a year.
Savage season.
Yeah,
I've never heard of the show in my entire life.
that's what Dave is talking about right now. 7.5.
Yeah. When Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 was the #1 anime for like maybe a month, beating out what's it called? FMA Brotherhood for the first time.
Ever.
Really?
In the longest time.
This is your champion.
Not to mention that
Are you not
two of,
entertained?
two of the episodes are top 5 of all TV shows on IMDb.
Yeah.
And one of the episodes is #1. But no, we won't nominate that for best anime.
This is
Yeah, I don't know. Like
Well, I
get,
think my prediction is coming true.
Yeah.
My guy.
you're pretty close.
Because
it could happen.
in my mind, when I was thinking anime year, I was thinking it's gonna be either Attack on Titan or Demon Slayer for me. But Attack on Titan isn't on here,
I zoned out.
so I'm
What
voting
was your
Demon Slayer.
prediction?
Yeah.
I predicted earlier last year in 2019 that Demon Slayer was gonna be anime of the year.
Oh yeah, I think you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, he did.
Can I read you
I'm
guys
a
the
witness.
synopsis of this show?
No, you can't. No, you can't.
So this
When
is
do
for
it.
all maidens.
Yes, when they were little. Oh, fucking stupid. Stupid.
Anime is definitely becoming normies. So
When they were little kids laughing and playing together, Izumi Norimoto and Kazusa Onodera were like siblings, but as their bodies matured into middle school, Kazusa began seeing him as something different. Unfortunately for her, so did the other girls. Ostracized, Kazusa had no idea but to had no choice but to distance herself from him going into high school. After joining the literature club, however, she finds friends that keep her mind occupied. Known throughout high school for reading aloud sex scenes in literature novels, the club's reputation has kept all teachers from accepting the task of being their advisor. During a discussion about what they would put on their bucket list, one of the girls says one thing: sex. The single...
Wait a minute. Time out. Wait.
Shut it up.
They're in middle
So
school,
it's a
right?
middle school.
High
it's
school,
a show
they're
of,
high school.
Oh, okay.
It's
high
a show
school,
of
okay.
underage girls wanting to have sex.
This single word sends ripples throughout the 5-year-olds as the thought of...
Wait, how many year olds? What?
I don't know. There, it doesn't say.
Oh, okay.
Throughout... So, you ruined me now. Shut up. Go away. This single word sends ripples throughout the 5-year-olds as the thought of sex begins taking over their daily lives. And after walking in on Izumi doing a very private moment, Kazusa is sent into a spiral of emotions that forces her to face
Are
her
you
true
serious?
feelings
I
for him.
know.
Now with their hearts racing and the literature club
Really?
facing immediate disbandment, the 5-year-olds must work hard to keep both their sanities and their
I
club
know why
alive.
this.
This is Anime of the
I know
Year!
why-
This is a nomination for Anime of the
I know why it's
Year!
up there. Well, I know why it's
Why?
up there. Because weebs are nasty people.
Weaves are
They're
disgusting.
in high school.
Degenerates have invaded the
Who
awards.
made this up? Who made this? You pervert.
This is honestly disturbing.
Crunchyroll, what is wrong with you? You should
Like
be
this
ashamed of
is
yourselves.
entertaining enough to be anime of the year,
You
really.
should be ashamed of yourselves.
Imagine if this actually won.
If this wins, I'm rage quitting anime.
That's
like,
facts.
That's it. I'm
That's facts. It's
sorry.
gonna be hard to.
If this wins, we have to
Like,
get
we
body
can't.
pillows and just conform.
Like we
Should
can't
we just
say
change
we're
the
anime
podcast
fans.
to talking about sex now, or like what?
Like is this what you guys want?
All right,
Really?
well,
Is this your king?
if this, for some reason, becomes anime of the year, we all have to get Nezuko body pillows.
No chance.
Bro, I'll do that without it.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Oh, okay, Jake.
found the weed.
Wrong person.
Oh man. But yeah.
Okay, so-
but realistically, there's no chance that loses to Demon Slayer
I really
or
don't.
Vinland Saga.
Demon Slayer, Mob Psycho, Vinland Saga, Promised Neverland are all.
I
really good.
think Demon Slayer win, but if I had to vote, I'd go Mob Psycho season 2.
I would go Vinland Saga.
I'd say Vinland, Promised Neverland, or Demon
Dude,
Slayer,
but
but I'm gonna say Demon
Promised
Slayer.
Neverland was so crazy. Like
But I
every
think-
episode, like he'd be like, okay, they're gonna do
No,
this. for
it was
sure.
a good. It
And
was
then
a
you
good
get there and
drawing.
like,
out,
oh
but
wait.
the thing is, like, for it to become anime of the year, it has to have good plot, but on top of that, it has to have like good fights too. And
I don't think it has to have good fights.
No,
'Cause, like, the
for
fights are-
us, that makes sense, but for the general population of just anime watchers, there always has to be something like a good fight in the mainstream anime. That's usually why good fights. People,
that
yeah,
carries
that's what
it.
carries like mainstream animes is the fights because people just like looking at it.
I'm about to destroy this whole man's argument right here. Elijah, or fuck, Mob. An anime that was
Sorry,
not a
I
fighting
remember
anime
that
won
thing.
2 years ago, though. I said Mob. Shut up. An anime that was not a fighting anime won 2 years ago.
What was it?
Yuri on Ice.
You're on Ice
What?
One.
You're on Ice
bro?
One.
That's
You're-
some. That's
that-
some
wow.
hard to watch, bro.
And this is
What?
something
That's
hard to
crazy.
watch.
and this isn't even
I've
like
seen it.
this isn't even homophobic. It's just factual.
Dude,
That's some
seen
gay
Yuri on
shit.
Ice
It's
already?
good, dude.
Huh?
Bro, that's a yaoi dog.
Wow. See, like,
Okay, yeah, I will admit it's very.
but the
there's definitely a
fighting,
lot of
like
gay
the
shit
fighting
in the
is
show.
different.
It's
Not
a
that
good show,
there's
though.
anything wrong with
No,
that,
there's
of
nothing
course.
wrong with that. It was a good show,
Yuri
though.
on Ice.
I honestly.
Yeah, it was a really good show.
There you go. Are you into
Yeah.
Not that
No,
there's anything
but
wrong with
there's
that.
nothing wrong
Nothing
with it, though,
wrong with
Mob.
that.
Why would you
There's
say
nothing
that?
wrong with it, but I'm just asking.
the show did well.
It did do well. It was really popular.
Yeah, it was really popular.
Very,
Just they're not
especially
my
when
cup
it-
of
It's not my
Yes.
cup of homosexual.
It had really good animation too.
But the reason why I'm saying Promised Neverland is a strong contender is because
Oh.
crazy plot.
Well, yeah,
and,
you never knew where it was.
That's
gonna
true.
Yeah, and back to your point about the fighting. Sure, it's not hand-to-hand combat, but it's a mental fighting game, like
Oh, yeah.
almost like in JoJo.
I
where
would say
like
it's better than JoJo.
trying to get the
in
better
mental
position.
area, personally.
But that's what like Demon Slayer is too, because it's like physical fighting but mental too.
Specifically with Tanjiro.
No, but the reason
Specifically
why
with-
Demon Slayer is not going to be is because it has the least amount of story and plot, in my opinion.
I would say out of this list, or I guess the 4 of Mob Psycho, Promised
Carol
Neverland,
and
Vinland
Tuesday
Saga,
had way
Demon
more
Slayer. Demon
plot
Slayer
than
probably has the
Demon
least
Slayer.
amount.
Mob had plot. Mob had good fights. Mob had
Yep.
good animation. Mob had good character
Yep.
development, which is a big thing. Demon Slayer,
Especially
I think,
for
didn't
Raiden.
have.
But it was
Demon
12
Slayer was very much
episodes.
lacking in the character development side.
But Mob Psycho was 12 episodes, and some of them were pretty boring, and the ending was kind of
What?
I like
What?
the ending.
The ending was the ending.
right.
Yeah.
The season 2 wasn't as good as season 1
Ending?
in terms of everything in Mob Psycho.
You like season 1 better than season 2?
I like season 2.
Like yeah, there was
Really?
there was better development, character development for Mob, but there was like a couple. There was a span of a couple episodes where it's just kind of like
I don't know. I like
yeah,
season
this is
2
not-
more, just not the
Season one
ending.
was better than
I
season
like
two.
season 2 more.
I just don't think
Like,
Mob Psycho season 2 is amazing, but I don't think it's.
I feel like you
contender.
can't really compare the seasons because
But I'm just saying, like, I just don't think it's a contender. That's why I bring that up.
I
I
definitely
don't think it's
it
as
is.
good as I don't think it's as good as some of these other.
It's all no.
personally.
You're
Except
wrong.
the thing that makes it.
I see your point.
such a
Like I don't
competitive-
know why you guys are taking it personally, because Mob Psycho
I take everything
Mob
personally.
Psycho's in my top like 5, so like there's no reason.
Can I
to
hear
take
this
it
top
personally.
5 of yours?
it.
Can I hear this?
I'd have to go find it.
Yeah, but we'll do that later. But the Mob Psycho.
I
I see your point, Parker. Like I understand like where you're coming from, and like that is a valid argument, but
I just think Mob Psycho
I don't know.
has every aspect to it. Like it's all around good.
So then, what specifically is Mob Psycho weaker to for you?
I think it's weaker than Demon Slayer, and I think it's weaker than Promised Neverland. and
I
Vinland.
think it's for me. I think it's weaker than just Vinland Saga. Just Vinland Saga because
I would say
The Promised Neverland is
I would say
is
Mob
really good, but Mob Psycho is all around good in everything. And personally, like I love slice of life or dramas too. I watch a shit ton of different types of anime. My main T is action and plot. That's why I would give it to Vinland Saga.
Vinland.
Saga because it has good plot, good story, good characters, good animation, and some good fights in it. Mob Psycho's number 2
Yeah.
because it just has the most crisp fights. And it has good animation, good characters, and like an okay plot.
Yeah.
So
But so Wretched Pay for the chat makes a good point. It says Demon Slayer is about pacing more than the mental. It's about adjusting to each fight, which is sick. Where JoJo's about mind fucking opponents and starting the fights. Not every fight is that. Mob had the marathon arc, which was boring.
True. I forgot about that arc.
Yeah, there was like a span of episodes in the middle where it's just like Mob trying to smash.
Mm-hmm.
And like we kind of got like, and like the thing with the
And we're forgetting the
leading
Reagans.
up to the exorcism, because there was like the episode where they get there and like it's funny, but like nothing really happened. And then the next episode, Mob, all this stuff happens to Mob. So there was like spans where like it's 12 episodes, but stuff wasn't happening the whole time with Mob, which is the only reason why. Like I loved Mob, like don't get me wrong, but I think in terms of pacing and things actually happening, like Promised Neverland, there was something happening every episode.
Yeah, I'm with it. Okay, you convinced me.
Finland, there was also parts that were really boring. Yes, the end of it was about the drama, but like the whole part in Wales and the like fight right before they go to Wales and the fight after they go to Wales, those were all like they like would start it and then it would immediately end. So like it was really slow near the end because it's just because it was just developing characters
and from
the
where
drama with the government.
And where we started from the end of episode 3 is very different from where we were left off.
Yeah, 100%.
So we definitely kind of really went very far right from the original track that we were told that we were going to be on.
Not to mention that this was just the prologue with Finland, so it's like this wasn't even like main story stuff as well.
So for me, it's between Promised Neverland and Demon Slayer.
Yeah, me too.
Because Vinland,
you look like you're thinking.
Because Vinland Saga, it's supposed to be like when I'm talking about like stay on track, it's supposed to be Thorfinn's story.
Yeah.
But then we get Askeladd, and then we're getting more into like this war, and then we keep going farther and farther away from Thorfinn's story to the point where Thorfinn's not even in the show for I think it was like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
I think
and even if he was, it was like a second of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they're in Wales, like he's just on the wagon with canoe. It shows him for a second, and then it's just.
And then it's Askeladd trying to traverse through Wales and convince. Yeah, I'm with it. It's between So between. Okay, so are you unchanged about your vote, Mob? You're sticking with Finland?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Diego sticking with Mob.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna choose Promised Neverland on this one.
I feel like it
because I've never been so just taken away after every episode like I was in Promised Neverland.
I feel like this show, The Promised Neverland, is really good, and a lot of people watch it, but they don't talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no one really does talk about it. Well, because people like to talk about fights.
That's true.
And this isn't. There's no fights.
I think I'm gonna go Promised Neverland.
Yeah, I'm going Promised Neverland because I've never been so taken away. After
I would give
single
it
episode.
the underdog vote of this.
Yeah.
Anime of the year.
Food Wars wasn't on any of these.
Oh my god, it wasn't.
Oh wow.
Cool. All right. Does anyone know where the selection committee is? I just want to chat.
I just want to have a chat.
Talk.
Yeah.
I just need to talk.
Yeah.
So 2 votes for Promised Neverland, 1 vote for Mob Psycho, and 1 vote for Finland Saga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Votes are in.
Wow.
That was
intense.
That was
That
very
being
intense.
said, you still think Demon Slayer is gonna win?
I still think Demon Slayer will win. Yes.
I think Demon Slayer is going to win because of popularity.
I still think Demon Slayer will win.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
I still stand by my prediction.
It will.
Yeah, it will.
And if it does, I'm the GOAT.
Yeah, I'm the goat.
I mean, we don't have to get body pillows, so yeah.
Alrighty. Let's
True.
get
Actually,
to
I
the
think
reviews,
now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I've seen a clip of O Maidens in your Savage
Yeah, I
season.
bet you have.
And, it was on like Reddit.
Oh,
I think I saw the clip too when
It was
he
on
gets
Reddit.
caught.
What part?
When the guy like.
Oh no,
knocks him.
I saw the part they were talking about like how they think what they think like sex is. And they're like, it's when you kiss. And then another girl's like, oh, it's when you French kiss. And then another girl's like, it's where you pee out of. Like, I was like, it was like on like one of the top voted posts on like the anime Reddit for like the week. And I was like,
I saw a clip from the show, and it says in the synopsis when the guy is like caught masturbating.
Oh, I've already seen that, bro.
Yeah. Oh, is this a video you're in?
No.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah. I can't say it because you haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
We don't talk about
So this is about Food Wars.
that. No.
Nope.
Actually, surprisingly not. It's not
about-
about words. It's about a show you would least expect.
Yeah, show
would
you
least expect.
absolutely will not expect.
Interesting. Okay. So with these choices for the nominations for all of these, are you guys content or are you displeased?
I'm content with most things. I think Food Wars should have been on here.
Yeah, definitely.
Was that sarcasm?
No,
Actual
no,
sarcasm.
it's a really good show. I've been binging the entire show. I'm almost.
Okay.
I
just saw Retro Pip's comment in the chat. It says, "I like slice of life. You're a nice gay lord."
So you got
Yeah.
something to tell us?
I don't
Diego?
know. What?
He's quoting
He's
you,
quoting
dumbass.
you. Yeah, come on. Buddy.
Anyways, I think for the most part, I was a lot more satisfied this year than I was last year.
This was a good year for anime.
Mm-hmm.
This was a really good year for anime.
Compared to last year,
Last year was just kind of.
last year's was whack. Honestly, I do think Food Wars should have been on here for a lot of things, even
Just comedy.
character design, comedy.
Last year's was pretty good
I'm
though.
surprised I don't have like a best character development.
No,
option,
last
so-
year we had
so I would
Dragon Ball
definitely
Super
put
though.
some, like,
But like that was one of the only things
That was
I
the
knew.
main thing.
Sure.
yeah, and that was like best continuing series.
Yeah.
So
I think Time of Time got robbed as well, not being on the anime of the year.
yeah,
Same.
definitely.
That was
It
definitely the
literally
biggest
makes
upset.
0 sense that it's not.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
Take Maids in Abyss or whatever.
Maids in
And
Abyss. Nice.
Maidens or
Dude,
whatever.
Wait, when did that?
Made in
Did that
Abyss
come-
movie's coming out soon, bruh.
I think Maid in Abyss came out 2018.
It came out 2018. Okay.
The movie's coming out next month.
I feel like we should.
We're gonna
I feel like we should kind of start talking
We're gonna
about
get tickets
the
for that.
shows.